We passed over? Lovely. Hi there, I'm David Ramsden. As I think we told, I'm a disability advisor working at Middlesex University, working in the Disability and Dyslexia Support Department. I just want to go through the disabilities basically that we deal with in our office. Generally, physical or sensory disabilities. That can be hearing impairment, sight impairment. Specific learning differences. These can vary between dyslexia, dyspraxia, ADHD, that's attention deficit disorder, and dyscalculia, problems with numbers and stuff. We also have students who are on the autistic spectrum, students with mental health conditions, people who've been diagnosed with a mental health condition, and also people with long-term health conditions. That can be epilepsy, diabetes, many, many things. In our offices, in our department, we're able to offer advice, support, and what we do is we can put in what we call reasonable adjustments that can be put in. We have a form that we fill in with you. It's called a learning support form, and that's something that we send around to all of your module leaders, lecturers, program leaders, everybody, just to let them know of reasonable adjustments that should be put in place for you, for your studies, yeah? We have, you just got to get in contact with us and you can book a one-to-one appointment with us anytime. But we also have a drop-in session every single day between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, when you can come down and you can get to meet a disability advisor, and any sort of little niggly problems that you're having, come down, have a chat with us, and we can give, we are available every day. Things we can do, we can help you with the Disabled Students Allowance. Now, the Disabled Students Allowance is an allowance that the government gives to students with disabilities. This is something you need to fill in a form, send off your medical evidence up to DSA, and then there's a long process you need to go through, which we would help you and take you through the journey on that one. We also have, it says at the bottom, the Access Centre. Part of the DSA process means that you need to go and have a meeting with a needs assessor, and that's just to discuss and have a chat about what your needs are, what you would like from the DSA, and they will write up a report, and we can actually do those within the university. What else do we do? We also do screenings. If you feel that you may have a specific learning difference, something like dyslexia, dyspraxia, something like that, if you feel you may have one, what we can do is we book you an appointment with us, with one of the disability advisors, and we'll go through a quick questionnaire with you, about half an hour, just asking you questions. And if we feel at the end of that you should go on and have a full diagnostic test, we will refer you on to one of the assessors that we use. Yeah. And also we're quite a good place to come to for any questions at all, and we can actually refer you on to the appropriate parts of the university that we feel would be useful for you. Okay, I'm just going to talk a little bit about counselling and mental health. We have a counselling and mental health department, closely aligned with our disability and dyslexia department. Provides mental wellbeing support and confidential individual counselling service to help you manage any challenges affecting you emotionally or psychologically that you may face while you're studying at Middlesex University. The counselling and mental health team is made up of counsellors, psychological therapists, and mental health advisors. We offer a one-to-one counselling, psychological therapy sessions, mental health support and casework. There are also group workshops addressing such items as starting university, stress management, overcoming procrastination, and psychological blocks to study. And also, like the Dyslexia and Disabilities Department, it's a good place to get referred onto other departments through the university. They, like our service, have a drop-in session every day. Ours is between 1 and 2. The counselling and mental health drop-in is between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So you can drop in any day if you feel you need to have a chat with somebody. This one there. Okay, just let me bring this up quickly. Okay, just a little bit more about the counselling support. Just to let you know, it's confidential. It's a safe place where you can explore your concerns. It's free. What we normally do is there's normally an initial assessment that you would have, which is like a 50-minute session. And after that, we can put in place 6 weekly sessions working with a counsellor. It's accessible. On a Monday and Friday evening, there's an evening clinic between 5 o'clock and 8. And also, as I said earlier, there are drop-in sessions every day between 2 and 3. It helps you explore, gain understanding of yourself, your situation. And I just want to go through these ones at the bottom. The amount of the range of issues that the counselling support service can help with: transition, change, homesickness, your first time away from your home, stress, academic worries, anxiety, depression, bereavement, the impact of living with an illness or a disability, relationship difficulties, recovering from traumas, sexuality, gender identity related issues, all these things you can talk about with us. Yeah, let me bring that up now. That can go, actually. Okay. We also have a twice weekly drop-in with the K9 teaching assistant. So that's just a drop-in twice a week when we have some dogs come in, people come in, and it's a good place to get together, talk, have a chat with the dogs. Also monthly drop-ins with the Westminster Drugs Project, which is a specialist drug and alcohol service, and also the Barnet Autism Service. They come in once a month. We also have a general wellbeing service. This is just somewhere you can go to just to check that your well-being is in a good place. We have yoga, singing classes, and then we hold a lot of events. So a lot of student wellbeing festivals where there's activity stalls and a place to find information about all the wellbeing services that the university has. Okay, I'm going to finish there. And if you've got any questions, please do ask.
Thank you for that. We do have one question that's just come in via the chat, and they're asking who they can speak to about their DSA medical evidence. They need some help with that at the moment. There we go.
Can I just talk straight through, yeah? Can I talk?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, talk, yeah.
Who you can talk to, yeah. Oh, I'll give you our phone number. Just give us a ring. That's the thing to do. Give us a ring and talk about it. There's, can you see on the screen here, the email address to get in touch with is disability@mdx.ac.uk. The CMH is the Counselling and Mental Health email address. Our phone number, which I always have to check, is 0208 411 2502. Could they tell me now what sort of evidence they think they have? Can it work that way?
Yeah, absolutely. If the person that's just put the question in, if you want to let us know in the chat box,
okay,
then we will be able to kind of look into that in more detail.
Okay, and you can pass it through to the chat box on the general platform, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm just putting in these email addresses and the phone number so that if anyone else needs that, you can just copy and paste it from the chat. Okay, so the person just come back and they said it's the EHCP.
EHCP?
Education Healthcare Plan.
Oh, okay. What they might need to do is send us a copy of that and we can have a look at it, yeah? The Education Healthcare Plan. That's something I'd need to have a conversation with the person about, really.
Okay.
Find out what's on it.
Perfect. They've just said thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if we've got any more questions coming through, but if anyone wants to ask any more kind of in-depth questions about what we've just covered, we'll be on here for maybe another 5 5 or so minutes if you think of a question. If not, those email addresses are definitely worthwhile using if you think of anything after this that you want to discuss in more detail. And then, as David said, the phone number is 0208 411 2502.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got another question come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an autism diagnosis and an anxiety disorder along with my education healthcare plan. Would I be able to get DSA?
Yes. Will they be getting a loan from Student Finance England for their
Yes.
Yep. Yes, they will definitely be eligible for DSA.
Perfect, thank you. There's another question around the therapy sessions, how much they cost. So how much are the psychological therapy sessions?
Free.
Everything's free. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So if anyone else has any more questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat box, or you can use the Q&A function, whichever one you feel most comfortable using, and we'll be more than happy to help. Oh, at what point should I apply for DSA?
As soon as you've got a place at university, or even before, even if you've been given a, what's it called? Yeah, straight away, as soon as possible. As soon as possible.
And you can apply for DSA at the same time as you apply for your student finance as well.
Yes, you can. The student finance needs to be okayed first before DSA will actually give any support. So SFE, go for your student finance first and then for DSA.
And for this person, if you want to know a bit more about applying for student finance, we do have a session today at 1:15.
Cool. The thing is, DSA is part of Student Finance England, so it sort of works that way.
And it's also worth pointing out that on the student finance website, they have links to all of the forms and some good kind of instructions on how to complete those as well. So we've got one more question come in. I was diagnosed with dyslexia in secondary school. I don't have the report because they have archived my records. Because I'm 28, what do I need to do? I've never been re-diagnosed.
She would need to be re-diagnosed, I'm afraid. You would need to have a diagnostic. So it probably wouldn't be necessary to have a screening with us if she's, if it was sorted out at secondary school for her, but she will need to go and have the full diagnostic test again if you don't have a record of it. Once she starts, obviously they're not doing it at the minute because of the COVID, but when the assessors start again, and if she joined our university, then to have the assessment, it costs £72, but we will fund the rest of it. I mean, they're normally about £350, £400. We pay the rest of it, but she would need to come up with the £72 initial fee.
Perfect, thank you for that. Someone's just said, could I apply for a community grant? I've been offered a conditional offer and if possible the link. Would you be able to just let me know? Are you referring to the community scholarship that's on our website? If that's the case, yeah, we can send you the link for the community scholarship. Yeah, so the community scholarship, so if you go on to mdx.ac.uk and then type in community scholarship, it will come up, and I can also get you the link as well, if you bear with me 2 seconds.